Welcome to my channel. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make another version of Afang soup, which is very common in Efik land. That's a tribe in Calabar. Please do remember to subscribe to my channel at the end of this video. I'm happy to tell you that we are going to be making Afang soup with Egusi. I have made Afang soup before, but that was Afang with water leaf. So today we are going to be making Afang and Egusi. This is my blended Egusi and this is my pounded Afang. So if you are using the dried version of Afang, you will need to pound it a little bit to reduce the sharp edges. And if you are using the very fresh Afang leaf, you will still need to pound it as well, because Afang looks tough, so you just need to pound it a little so it doesn't look too sharp in the soup. So you can either prepare your Afang soup with water leaf or with Egusi. So here I'm here to show you how to combine both the Afang vegetable and Egusi the thickener. The Igbos also prepare their Afang soup almost similar the way Calabar people do. The Igbo version of Okazi soup is slightly different from this recipe, so I hope you watch this to the end. You will like it, I'm assuring you. So here in my tray, I have some ingredients for making Afang and Egusi. I have here some dried catfish and some dried stockfish. So you can use the head of stockfish, you can use even smoked fish if you want. Then I also have here some boiled chicken. You can use goat meat, beef, or any type of meat for your Afang and Egusi soup. So here I have blended pepper, crayfish, and a local ingredient called okpei, locally made locust beans. And I also have some chopped onions. And lastly, I have 3 seasoning cubes, so you can season your soup to your taste. So here I used the dried Afang, but not completely dry, so I had to pound it a little bit. Because I have prepared my fish and the stockfish, and I've also boiled the chicken, so it's going to be very easy for us to prepare this soup without waste of time. To make this soup, place a pot on heat. Add about 3 cooking spoons of palm oil into the pot. Let the oil sit on heat for just 30 seconds. You don't have to bleach the oil. Once you've achieved that, add some chopped onions into the oil. After you've added that, stir. Let the onions cook for 30 seconds until translucent. Add the blended Egusi. So you can check out a link below in the description box to see how I make my Egusi, the cakey method. After you've added the Egusi, cover the lid, let it cook for 5 minutes in the oil. After that, add in the blended crayfish, pepper, and the locust beans. Then stir. Come back to the Egusi and stir so that it doesn't get burned. Add in about a cup of chicken stock to the Egusi. You can use warm water to soak your stockfish. That was what I did. If you don't want to cook it, once you soak it with hot water, it will become very soft. So after adding in the meat broth, add in the stockfish and the dried fish into it. After you've added that, stir the content and bring it to a boil. Let this cook for about 20 minutes while it gets thick. stir to combine. If your soup looks a bit watery, you can leave it to cook for like 10 minutes more until it becomes thickened. After you've added the meat, still cook the soup for 5 minutes more. Then you can add some stock cubes, but you have to be careful if your chicken broth is already concentrated. So I'm adding about 2. After adding the stock cubes, stir the soup and test for salt. Then leave it to cook for 5 minutes. So after 10 minutes, you can add in the pounded afang. If you want to make egusi soup, or maybe you can't get afang leaf, you can use kale or spinach or even fluted pumpkin to make your egusi soup. This is just another way of making egusi with vegetable. I used afang, and this is afang and egusi. So you can use kale or spinach to make your egusi soup if you want. After adding afang, make sure you stir the soup properly. You can even add more protein to your food. Like I said earlier, you can use beef, you can use goat meat, you can use prawns, and you can use snails and periwinkles. Adding afang to the soup, if you find out your afang and egusi soup is too thick, you can just add a little water to adjust the consistency. Most times I don't like my afang overly thick, because the longer it sits, the thicker it becomes, and it even becomes thicker the next day. So after stirring the soup, cover it and let it cook for 5 minutes so that the leaf will become cooked as well. So once you're happy with the consistency of your soup, you can put off heat and serve your afang and egusi. And afang soup made with egusi is done. So guys, this was how to make afang and egusi soup, and I hope you will enjoy this video. The soup is very rich and thick, just as you can see, filled with healthy protein. You can pair your afang soup with semolina, or you can pair it with fufu, with eba. I'll be pairing mine with corn flour, that's tuwo masara. So I hope you enjoy my soup, and if there's any soup or any meal you want to learn from me, please let me know. Comment on this video, like and share this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.